Hey y'all, this is Jen with Sassy Southern NC Girl, and this is hashtag What's Going On Wednesday. And I'm also gonna do hashtag Tuesday collab, which used to be hashtag Timu Tuesday collab, which is hosted by Melissa Sue and Regina at Regina and Practical Ideas and Tips, or Tips and Ideas. I always get them mixed up. I'm so sorry, Regina. I'll get it eventually. But I'm going to go ahead and do that at the end. But we're going to do What's Going On Wednesday first. So, there goes my dog. So, this week, I don't know what he's doing, y'all. Sorry about that. My dog went bonkers, and then my daughter was messaging me to tell me she might be leaving the house. So, it's been a super busy week. So Monday, my son had soccer practice. He had soccer practice yesterday. And then today he also has soccer practice, but my husband took him tonight. So I'm home doing stuff. We are leaving, I think, tomorrow afternoon to head to Raleigh for the weekend for a soccer tournament. Super excited. I was born and raised in Raleigh until I was 9, and then we moved still in North Carolina, but more towards Southern Virginia. We were like an hour from Virginia, and I lived there until, gosh, late 20s. And then I moved to Cary. Well, no, I moved to Durham for a little while. Then I moved to Cary. And then I moved back home with my mom while my husband was at basic training. And then we've lived all over. But anyway, that was totally off topic. But anyway, I am from Raleigh, and we're going home, and I'm going home this weekend, so super excited. I will, I'm going to try to get together with my family. I think my mom and my sisters, well, definitely my mom's going to try to come to one of my son's games. We're going to try to get together for dinner either Friday or Saturday night, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's been a crazy week. Today we had this morale thing at work. We went to the bowling alley for 2 hours. I didn't bowl because of my back. But I did eat and, socialize. And tomorrow at work for about 2 hours, we're having our Thanksgiving thing. So the day will probably go by fast. I got to pack tonight. I got to make sure my son has everything he needs for the weekend because we're probably going to leave pretty soon after, because he has a game on Friday, so we will be gone all weekend. So I'm trying to also get videos done tonight, so I can schedule through, at least hopefully through Monday. We'll see. I don't know, y'all. I might be behind, but it is what it is. I'll get done what I can get done. But let me tell y'all, so Monday night my son and I were going to soccer practice, and I saw my life flash before my eyes. So we're going down so the highway from Clarksville to, well, I mean, it's a really long highway. It goes pretty far, but the highway that I take from Clarksville to Nashville area, which is where he does soccer, is called I-24. We're going down the highway, and I'm driving along, and I'm the kind of person, like, when I'm driving, I'm driving. Like, I don't, like, if people wave at me or whatever, I don't, because I'm focused on driving, and especially around here, because people around here don't use turn signals. They drive crazy. So I'm driving down the highway, and I think I see a deer on the side of the road, but it was so fast, and, like, it kind of almost looked see-through, and I thought, I'm hallucinating. Like, it's not really there, because sometimes when you're driving and it's nighttime, sometimes you see things, right? Well, I was not hallucinating. Next thing I know, y'all, and it's God, 100% God, because somebody up there hit that deer. I don't know who, because nobody stopped, nobody paused, nobody swerved, and I see that deer flying back to where I'm at. It flipped around like that and thudded right in the middle of the road, and I'm not kidding, like right on the line. And luckily I had slowed down before that because the person behind me was like on my butt. And I'm like, I'm going to slow down. Like, I'm going to force this car to slow down because if I have to slam on brakes, they're going to hit me. And thank God I did, because it gave me time to process that deer just came flying out of the air, landed in the middle of the road, and I was able to go around it. And miracle, like 100% God's hand in it. I didn't see anybody behind me hit it. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I don't know. And I'm like breathing hard and like, just, I couldn't say anything. My son's looking at me, and it was probably like a good 1 to 2 minutes. And then my son goes, "Did that just really happen?" And I was like, yes. But like, I was trying to like act calm because inside I was having a panic attack, y'all, because it was terrifying. Like, I had to process all of that in like seconds, and it was terrifying. And so all the rest of the way there, I'm like driving really slow and just like petrified. And then even last night when I was driving, like I was still, oh gosh, it was so crazy. But yeah, so that happened. And then I'm on the way home last night, and my daughter texts me, and I couldn't read it. So I told my son, I said, tell her to call me because I can't look at her text. Her friend that usually takes them to school hit a deer yesterday. I mean, he's fine, but his car is messed up. So she was like, we need you to take us to school tomorrow. So I had to take them to school today, but oh my gosh, it was crazy. Crazy. So yeah, that happened. And that's pretty much my week. But anyway, so I'm gonna flip y'all around. Well, I'm gonna pause for a minute because I gotta get situated, because I wanted to do the what's going on part of my video, and then the second half of this video is gonna be my #Tuesday collab. And they did bookmarks last week, which I missed, and then this week they're doing collage. So I'm gonna tie that in also with the #Come Collage with Us, which I think is hosted by Jennifer over at Scrapbooks and Memories and somebody else, but I cannot remember right now. But as always, I'll link everything in the description box. So I'll be right back with that, you guys. Hey y'all, this is Jen with Sassy Southern Insta Girl, and this is #Tuesday collab, formerly Timo Tuesday collab. And this is the second part of my video for what's going on Wednesday. So I missed last week's prompt, and I was gonna do the bookmark, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. So I want to at least do this week's, which is collage. So I found these time cards at the Dollar Tree. I think it was like a pack of 50. And so I am going to collage on this, and I want to make a like an insert for my, so let me show you, like this. I want to make something like this right here, because I have one more page that needs writing space, and it's this page here. But I don't want to cover this or this really pretty paper, so I want to put this in between it and make kind of like a pocket where I can write and then stick the stuff inside, if that makes sense. So I'm actually going to need one more of these. So let me grab one more, because I'm going to have to... Well, that's interesting. Okay. So half of them. Okay, these are different, y'all. So this one's got stuff on both sides. That one looks like that. I just realized these are different. And then we have a red one with green on one side. What? These are all weird and different. So we have, and then we have this. So there's quite a few different ones in here. And then we have all these ones that are blank. Oh, no, not all of them are blank. Hold on. So that's blank. That one's blank. And then these are not blank. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is take 2 of the... I'm going to save the blank ones for last, because there may be a time when I need the back to be blank. And I'm going to use 2 of these. It doesn't really matter, really, because I'm going to, like, 2 of the sides are going to touch like a pocket, and so you're only going to see the inside of it if you put something in there, and since it's for me, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to collage the outside part. So first of all, I realized that I need to trim some of this. Where's that page again? So I need to trim like right above the total, because I don't want it hanging out. So I am going to, and if it's a little short for the page, I don't care about that. But I'm actually going to keep these because I might use them for something. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my double-sided tape and just tape around the outside of it, and then of course we're gonna leave one open, and then we'll collage the 2 outsides. So I am currently home alone, crafting, doing a bunch of videos, because we're going out of town tomorrow and I need to get stuff done. So y'all are gonna see me in the same outfit a bunch in the next couple of days. Well, if you see me, you definitely will see me in today's, and then Saturday at least. I don't know about the rest. I need to do a Deck of the Year video, which typically you don't see me in that one. And I need to film Mondays. I think I'll be okay with Monday though, because I think we'll be back on Sunday. It'll be late, but we'll be back. And I took Monday off, so I think I'll be okay for Monday. And I really wanted to do a what do you call it, a scripture Sunday last week, but I did not feel good over the weekend, and it just didn't happen. So I'm going to try to do that this weekend, or I'm going to try. And I really want to do a live with you guys and like craft live, but that hasn't worked out either. Every time I get ready to, something happens. And I can't. It just doesn't work out. I don't know if you guys heard on the news about the helicopter accident that happened in the Mediterranean. Those soldiers were stationed here, and so if you could say a prayer for, you know, their families, their friends, their, you know, anybody who knew them. It's a hard thing, especially right before the holidays. Gosh, I can't even imagine. I hope I never have to imagine. I may have to tape this again, but it's a little crooked and I didn't like it. I think it's still okay. Yeah, it's still good. Okay. so we have this part open. That's going to be the pocket. And then I'll put this, actually, I should probably go ahead and that's probably what I'll use these for. I should go ahead and tape one of these to the side that's not a pocket. Oh, what I should have done is kind of, well, that's fine. We'll just do it in half like this. Actually, let me find a, well, I'll do it last. I'll just, well, no, because I want to collage over it. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't want to use a, I kind of want to use a neutral color, because one side looks like that, and the other side I can't even remember now. Actually, let's use this. We have this. That one's gross. We'll use this. So we'll just cut a piece of this. Sorry if you guys can hear the thumping outside. Somebody plays their radio loud every time they come home, and they're kind of down the street a little bit, but it still sounds like it's right outside my window. Drives me insane. This is actually a little thick. So I'm not 100% sure I really want to use this, but let me see. I could use, I do have these little squares that I cut out to make rolled flowers with that I never did because I ran out of time. Oh, I could use this one. That one's neutral. Yeah, let's use that. We'll use that because this is thick. I mean, I can use it for something, but just not this. Okay. Oh, but I like that side. Let me see what's on the other side again. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gold side, red rose gold side. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, so you guys, I'm losing it. Okay. So how do I want to do this? So this is going to be the part that goes down. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep realizing I'm out of frame. Okay. glue in it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. Y'all can see, I think I have quite a glare, or not a glare, a shadow. Okay, so it's gonna go like this. Okay, so this is gonna be glued onto the card, and then the sides will go down, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, darn it, I just messed up. Y'all, really? I just messed up. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll figure it out. We'll figure that out later. Okay, let's collage. So I have some more of these tongue-tied. These pieces that I got out of the magazine that we have here on base. It's like a little monthly thing that like tells all the events in the area and different stuff that's going on. And it's usually seasonal or holiday themed. And so I started saving them, and then I remembered that I had them in a drawer, and I was like, and I didn't start saving them until like the end of last year, so I missed out on like a whole year's worth because we've been here since 2021. But that's okay. Now I know, and I'll be here for at least 2 more years. So now I have them. But I thought, my thought was that I could like put these bigger pieces down on the bottom and like cover up a lot of the space and then collage on top. So it doesn't necessarily really matter what's on them. Because, oops. Because it's going to get covered up, is what I was trying to say. Okay. And then let's cut that piece off. And we will there. And then let's see, I've got this little bit of orange I can put. Can y'all see me? I've got to remember to stay in the frame. so sorry, y'all. Stop talking. I fasted forwarded through that part. My bad. Sometimes I just start crafting and I forget what I'm doing, and it's like, I'm not filming, I'm just creating. And I forget. Let's put this piece up here because it's kind of triangle shaped, and it will go perfectly in that corner. Well, not perfectly, but perfectly enough. I like that. And then what else do we want to do? I guess we'll, yeah, I still want to use some of that. But not that much. Okay, there's that. Let's use this little last bit of book page. And then put that there. Just a little bit of green. I feel like I need to cover that up with something. But I already used this. How about, let's see, a piece of this. I haven't used any of this. A little strip of that. And then one little something there. Okay. That's good. And we'll leave that November. Okay. So let's move that out of the way. And that'll just be extra. Okay. So I think that's going to be good. That's the inside. Okay, and now let me clean my hands off so I don't want to mess up my stickers. Okay. Okie dokie. So I think we're done with the glue stick for now. I still have glue in my hands. Okay. Okay, so I forgot to glue this, but we'll save that kind of stuff for the end, like this little bitty stuff here. Okay, so let's see if we want to use any of this. I probably won't use those, that's a full sheet, but I have this. And honestly, I kind of want to cover up that November because just to right there. You guys, I watched Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations do like a sticker collage, and it was so cute. So like ever since I saw that, I've like been wanting to try it, but I haven't really had I haven't had a project come along where it would work. So I'm excited to kind of be able to do it now. Okay, so we've got, we can put some corn down. I feel like I need to glue these, because I feel like if I don't, they're not going to stick. I've had these, they're very they're very sticky stickers, don't get me wrong. However, I've had them for a really long time. And so I don't know how well they would stay down without. I like this gourd with the leaves. So we're going to go with that. And cover this part right here, I think. And then what else do I want to do? I kind of want some little acorns. Oh, I've got that part I could cover up. What could I use? Leaf or... Oh, I could use this. Ouch, I just stabbed myself. Perfect. Okay, and now let's do a couple of little acorns. Do an acorn there. Do double acorns. Twins! You guys, they're doing training exercises in between the planes and the helicopters. It's driving me insane. I hope y'all can't hear it. Should we do some leaves? We really have enough leaves, I think. What do y'all think? You think that's good? And then we could do this. This is kind of like see-through-ish. Put that right there. You can call it good, and then put the one of the Novembers on there. We'll do one on each side. And since there's a sunflower there, we'll put that sunflower on the other side. Let's do it right here. That way it doesn't cover up. There. I like that. And then we'll do this one, I think, on this side. There's more. Yeah, oops. We'll do it on this side. That's fine. There. Alright, so there's that side collaged. And then we'll do this side. So I want to use this other piece of this so we can get it out of here. Not crazy about this section, so I think I'm going to put it right there. Because I don't love that area. Most of the time, I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but like not exactly. But I absolutely had no clue this time, and so I kind of like how it's turning out, even though I didn't have a clue where I was going with this when I started. It's turning out pretty nifty. So let's do this. Ooh, we could do, no, it's too big. Let's do, this is the upside. Let's do this little basket of corn. Like that. Do any of you guys know who Debbie Mom is? I feel like I should, but like I don't. And there's no like date on here, like a copyright date. It just says Creative Imaginations. And it says copyright Debbie Mom, but there's no... I feel like this is something that you could have gotten at like AC Moore back in the day when it was a place to shop. I miss AC Moore. I really liked AC Moore. Even though they didn't have fabric and stuff. I liked them. I want to do a pumpkin. We don't have a whole lot of leaves over here, so we'll do some leaves. I like the gourds. So let's do a pumpkin. Let's do this pumpkin. Do that pumpkin, oops, right there. And then let's do, here comes another plain. Golly, they are so low. Let's do a gourd. Like right here, maybe. It's so hard to know where to put it. I need to go ahead and put my sunflower down. And that'll kind of tell me where to put the other stuff. This is like plastic off of the fall like tag of the like the window clings and stuff. That's what this is. I like it because you can kind of see through it because it's that plasticky stuff. Alright, so there's our sunflower. Let's go ahead and put this on before I forget. We can put this on the basket maybe. That'd be good. Oh no, right there. Let's do it right there. My dog deserted me, you guys. He went somewhere. I think he's in my bed. Let's do some acorns and some leaves. I'm going to do an acorn on the leaves. This is a fun way to use up flat stickers too, like that maybe you couldn't necessarily use in a paper craft, but like you really like them. I think I'm going to do I really like that quill, but oh, you know what? This crow would be really cute with that scarecrow if there's not already one there. Let's do it. I'm going to put the crow on the scarecrow. And then maybe I'll use that little quill. I could put it on his hat, but I think it will show up better if I put it right there. Isn't that cute? Cute. Okay, so let's do the quill then. We'll put the quill right there. I like the quill. At least I think this is a quill. That's what it looks like to me. At any rate, it's a cutie little bird. But you can't really see him good. So, I'm gonna outline him. Or her. I don't know how you tell. I know with some birds, the males are more vibrantly colored. Now that I'm doing this, I kind of feel like I gotta do it to all of them. But I'm not a good tracer. As you can see, I'm going all up on the... I'm going all up on the sticker. Do that on this side too? Nah, that's fine. It don't have to be the same. Okay, do we need anything else? More acorns maybe? A couple more acorns? Acorns? Let's do one down here. Oopsie. Do one there. Maybe one right there. more down here. And then we're going to call it good. There. Okay, very good. Now we still have all these stickers left that we can use some other time. Okay, so now I got to figure out how to put this in my... So this is this side. And then we have that side. I like it. And now we need to put it in the book. So now I gotta find something to stick it in with. Let's see. What was the pages again? So let's do... I could use some of my crinklies. I love this crinkly paper. That would match both sides. So I can cut about this big of a piece. Then we can cut that in half, like so. And then we can do a little piece there, and then the other piece will go to the book. And it won't take up that much space because we're going to fold it in half. It's kind of sticky feeling. It's really not, but it is a little, I guess. Alright, so there's one piece. So we're gonna tape. I'm gonna do double-sided tape just because it's stronger, and I don't want it to come out of the book. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You guys, you let me do it the wrong way. It's gotta go this way. It's gotta go this way. Or the pretty gold won't show. You're not supposed to let me do it wrong. Just kidding. You probably can't even see what I'm doing, to be fair. Because between me not getting in the camera and my crazy light, it might not be as bad as what I think. It might just be the angle I'm at. It just looks... looks bonkers. Okay, here we go. You guys, can you believe that next week is Thanksgiving? I cannot. I just really cannot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put it first in the book, and then we'll do this other part after. see. So we're going to put it down in the crease. And it's going to cover up a little bit of this, but I'm okay with it. And I'm going to have to be, because once it's down, it's down. Let's see, this is the more straighter side. Get in there. Oh no, it's going to cover my normie. Ooh, oh no, oh no. Get in there, get in there. Well, that's not exactly in the crease, but oh well. Okay, so now we gotta do the other part. And this is always the hard part. Is get it in there. Just so. Just so. Okay. And there it is. I'm very sad about my gnome. But I don't, oh, maybe he'll come up. I don't think he will though. Glue him back down. I'll glue him back because I don't want his hat to be covered. Go back down, go back down. I might have to put something on top of that. Alright, so there's that. And there's that. And now we have a pocket. And now I have pockets on all my page, or tuck spots on all my pages. But I'll show you guys that next week. So there we go. There's my collage. And it's in my book. And my book is done. Now I just got to put stuff in it. Yay! Okay, guys. Thank you for sticking with me through that excruciatingly long video. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I like long videos sometimes, so hopefully you will too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind.